we go. Okay, that looks a lot. There we go. That looks good. So we got that. Now let's see if people join. Speed's really good. Speed's solid. Looks like we are audio account. Turn this on and see. Alright, so we're gonna see. I'm trying. Hopefully I'm not. Okay, let's see. I should be live. I hope I can see the chat. I think I set this up right where I can see the chat on the same screen. So hopefully I can see where the hopefully I can see my chats and whatnot. I don't know how I look. Do I look okay? This is my first time doing this through Streamlabs, so I'm hoping that I at least look okay in the camera. I set up my own little layout, so hopefully the layout looks okay. Hopefully it's not like blocking my face or anything like that. Man, if you're chatting, I'm not even sure I can see it. It says connected to chat, but if not, I'm gonna do it. Okay, let's see. Alright, that sounds a lot better. Alright, that sounds a lot better. Alright, yeah, there we go. So that sounds 10 times better. The little box on the screen, though, that's kind of the part where I'm like, I wish I could get rid of that, because that little box, I think that's supposed to be like a chat box, but until somebody starts chatting on there, I won't know if that's exactly what it is. That little box that's on the screen, right where my mouth is. I think it's a chat box, but I won't know until somebody types something on there. Let me type something on here. Let me see what it says. Hi. Okay, yeah, so that box that's right there, I have no idea what that box is about. Oh, this is so lame. Like, I finally figured out the audio thing, but now I can't seem to figure out how to get rid of this this little box layout right here. That's kind of interesting. I don't even know like who's here. Like, it won't even tell me like who's here and who's not. Let me see if there's a way I can get rid of this. Switch between scenes. Let's go here. Switch. Please note that each scene can only be used in the orientation you created. Yeah, see, it's supposed to be like a chat box or something, but for some reason I can't get rid of it while I'm alive, obviously. So let me see if I can go to scenes. Let me get rid of this. Let's see. Let's just delete this. Let's just go here. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's all I really want. Okay, so we're good now. For people that want to chat and go for it. I am live. I'm good. I sound good. I think we're okay now. Until somebody types something on there. Let me type something on here. Let me see what it says. Okay, so I'm good now. The question is can y'all see the live? I'm assuming y'all can. Yes, so we are live. You can click on it and you can join and start chatting with me. Okay, cool. So now we just wait. Now I just wait to see. So now we just wait. So now I just wait to see if anybody joins. So that's going. Do I have studio on here? I think no, I don't think I have studio on here. Hopefully everyone was there. Well, while I'm waiting for y'all to talk to me, I am just gonna walk right over here for a minute and I'm gonna put all my curtains up and everything real quick. So start chatting it up and I'll be here. I'm listening. Just start chatting it up. Don't mind me. I'm just waiting for y'all to join so that you can chat it up. I think I fixed the problem here. So I fixed the audio problem, so the audio is working now. I wish I would have fixed it 10 minutes ago when there was people on the stream, but hopefully people join me. Oh my god, what a disaster this stream was to start today. It's the damn YouTube app. That's what it was. I may have to delete the app and redo it, but hey, if Streamlabs works good, I may just keep using Streamlabs. Give me just a minute. I'm right here. I'm just putting my curtains up real quick. I don't feel like I want people to be looking in at me. I should sound a hell of a lot better now, I'll tell you that. Yep, that's what I thought. Be just another minute, I'm just putting up my curtains. There we go, that's better. I like the privacy. Damn curtains can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Sometimes they work with you, sometimes they don't. All right, ask away, ask away. I'm coming right back. Got the water here. Hey, I'm back. I actually like this. I actually like Streamlabs layout a lot better. I mean, y'all can't really see it on my end. All you can see is me, but I really like their layout. I can see a lot more information about what's going on in the stream. The chat is real nice. I can see the frames and the speed and everything, so that's actually perfect. So, but yeah, ask away, man. Hopefully other people join too. We can get a good little chat going on around here. It's been a long day. I think when you asked me, I think you said that it's your first load and your truck already broke down, and you were asking me how long you would be without your truck. For me, it took, I mean, I got my truck, like I said, the first truck I got was a 2019 as well. I had about 330,000 miles on it. And that truck had a couple of issues here and there, but it was never anything that was bad enough where it needed to be swapped. So I ended up keeping that truck all the way to about 408,000 miles. So that was about, I mean, I think I had that truck for about 10 months. I've only been in this new one for almost about 2 months now. So I was in that truck that first truck for about nine and a half months before I got a new truck. Oh wow, that is insane. Do you know what? Did they tell you what's wrong with it? Is it in the shop? Like, what's the deal? By now, I would think you would have heard something about what's going on with your truck. Where is your truck right now? Are you in it, or is it in the shop? As far as a difference from the previous generation of trucks, it really is not that much of a difference. There's a little bit of a noticeable difference when it comes to the torque, but it's not that noticeable. Like, you can, like, the torque on the new ones, it doesn't have as big as a giddy up and go as maybe the older ones did, and I think that's actually because I think the engines are a little bit smaller, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Speed wise, it's the same. You know, I mean, we're all governed at 65, although I have a hunch that for some reason this truck might be governed at 64, but I don't know. I'd have to verify that, because it says 65 on the odometer, but on the satellites it's coming out at 64. So I thought that was kind of interesting. As far as comfort and all that's concerned, I mean, it's real nice and comfy. The front over here in the front, like where the cockpit's at, that's what I call it. That's a little bit more narrow. It's not as wide open as the older trucks. Were. They did kind of shrink it down a little bit, but the back part where I'm sitting, like the bed area and whatnot, that's all the same size. So the front just got a little bit smaller, but not too much. Otherwise, as far as running and things like that are concerned, I mean, it runs great, and the seats are 10 times better. Yes, the seats are way more comfy. They're not worn in, because nobody's ever been in this truck before other than me, so they weren't like worn in and, you know, and uncomfortable and whatnot. Everything is nice and comfortable as far as the seats are concerned. Same controls and everything, like nothing changed there. You know, the same air controls on the side and stuff, but it just feels like having new seats is a lot better than having ones that have been 300,000 miles worn, you know. Ooh, I would say if you're having issues with your back as far as the chair is concerned, I would invest in either pillows, like little throw, like little I don't know what they're called, but they're like, you put them on your couch, and they're like little throw pillows, I guess that's what you would call them, and they're kind of rectangle, and you can put it on I mean, even like little small, like square ones, you can put them on your back on the lower part of the chair, strap it down, and then you'll have some support there for your back. Or you can, if you want to spend the extra money, you can buy like the purple back support things for the truck, or any one of the other ones that they sell at the truck stops, or even just like at Walmart. You can go to the automotive section and they'll sell like back support stuff for car seats and stuff like that. And you can get, if you want to spend a little extra money, but if not, if you just want to put a couple, like a throw pillow right there, and then just kind of strap it down and do it that way. That's one way you can do it. I would put something that has a little bit of like, maybe like a memory foam, something a little bit sturdy, so that your back just doesn't sink into cotton. Something that kind of help it actually give it some support. I'm surprised they actually assigned you a truck that had 454,000 miles. That doesn't sound right to me. I don't know why they assigned. I would have immediately said This thing's got 454,000 miles on it. That's a lot of miles. Typically they change out these trucks at about 400, so I'm really surprised that they assigned you that truck. Yeah, a gel pad would be nice. That's what the purple brand is. It's like a kind of like gel mesh kind of thing. They sell the seats and they also sell the back support things, but those purple brand are expensive. I think it's like $50. I think it's like $50 for the seat pad, and then I think for the back support thing it's like $40 or something like that for that. So that purple brand ain't cheap, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's interesting. When I would have thought that they would have put that truck out of commission at this point, because they usually do. They usually don't reassign trucks that are over 400,000 miles, because those are usually the ones that they're, at least to my knowledge, I believe those are the ones that they're getting rid of and getting ready to move over to the kind of the somewhat newer ones. So I'm surprised they gave you a truck has that many miles on it, because that's around the time where things do start happening to those trucks, and you're gonna end up spending a lot. I mean, you're already seeing it. You're gonna spend more time in the shop than you are actually driving at that rate. So where are you at? Are you in Joplin or are you somewhere else? Because that's interesting to me. Brookshire, Texas. Oh, so did you get your truck assigned out of Seagoville? Where did you get your truck out of? Where did you get your truck out of? Yeah. That's that Seagoville place, man. It's a trip. That's exactly where I got my truck assigned. It was in Seagoville, and it was that 2019 Kenworth, and that's the one that got that's the one. When I walked into it, it was dirty as hell. The seat back was off of the seat. It was not, excuse me, it was not a clean looking truck when I got it. I had to clean it up a lot, and there were some little things that were kind of wonky with it that I had to get fixed before I could even take it out. And so I made sure to get all that stuff done before I left Seagoville. But yeah, Seagoville's kind of a tricky one. Like, their turning in trucks process is a little weird there in Seagoville. I think it's a lot better in Joplin, which is what this is what I would do. This is what I would do, James. This is just me talking now. But if you continue to have problems with that truck, I would say talk to your fleet manager and ask them if there's anything in Joplin that they can get you. I'd be highly shocked if they told you there wasn't any trucks in Joplin to assign you. I can see how that can happen probably in Seagoville, but there's got to be a truck, or I mean, hell, my old truck is probably sitting somewhere there in Joplin. That one probably be a lot better than the one you got. But that's interesting that they gave you that that truck that old, I would have immediately said, like, man, this thing's got a lot of freaking miles on it. Are y'all sure about this? Like, I would have preferred something a little bit in the 300, at least in the 300 range, and not in the 400 range, because that's around that time is where you start having some problems and whatnot, I think. Yeah, I was in 50732. That was my old truck number. But yeah, that sucks for you, man. Like I feel for you, buddy. That's not good. You want to be able to roll. You don't want to just be getting paid to just sit there and do nothing. Yeah, those older ones are a little loud. Like my truck was pretty loud too, so that's not surprising. But the fact that you got a truck with that many miles on it is very, very, very surprising. Like I said, that's a tough one, because I feel like they gotta have trucks in Joplin. I go to Joplin. I don't go to Joplin all the time, but the last couple of times that I've been in Joplin, I mean, there's just a ton of trucks that are just there, and like it doesn't look like anybody's using them. Like even just the older ones are over there still in Joplin. So I highly be surprised that they don't have anything else other than what they gave you. That just sounds kind of insane to me, that their excuse is there's not any trucks. I don't know how many trucks I go and I see that there's just nobody in them and then nobody's using them. So I don't know about that. It sounds kind of odd to me. But if you're like overly concerned about what's going on with your truck, I would talk to your fleet manager and just say, hey, is there not anything else in Joplin or anywhere else that you might be able to send me? Because this truck is just not, I don't feel comfortable in driving this truck. Be honest, right? Be honest and tell them I don't feel comfortable driving this truck. I mean, I don't have any necessarily bad things to say about the company either. But that's something that's a little bit concerning if I were you. Like if it were me, like I said, this is just me because this is my thought process and this is how I roll, is that I would be really, really pissed off if I was having to sit for a week. If I had to sit there for a week to see what the hell, like what am I doing? I would have already been on the phone with my fleet manager saying, look, this is ridiculous. I just want to start working. Can you put me in a truck that works and then get me to work? That's what I would do. I don't like being at the mercy of things, and whatnot. So, and I find it kind of odd that they're taking that long with it. But hey, what can you do sometimes? It's the holiday season, I guess. So I guess that's why it might be taking a little bit longer than usual. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I got pretty lucky with the truck that I got, because it didn't give me any like major breakdown problems or anything like that. I had a couple of things that I had to get in the shop to get done, but nothing that was like, well, here goes the truck, it's gone, kind of thing. That kept me down for longer than like a day or two at best. I think maybe one time I had to stay in a hotel for the weekend while they fixed the problem at a Kenworth, but it got fixed and then I was back rolling and it was good from there. I mean, well, that's good. I mean, CFI really is good about taking care of their drivers as long as you communicate things and you keep your ears open. You know, that CFI is really really good about taking care of their people. And if you feel like you really do have a problem, you can definitely talk with them, and somebody's gonna listen at CFI. Like, they're not just gonna let you sit there and speak to a wall, you know, per se. Like, someone's gonna listen to you. Yeah, it does get boring after a while to just be sitting there. You know, you want to actually work, and you want to get moving. So I can see how you might be bored. I mean, yeah, it's not fun to sit there and do nothing. And I can't say I've ever been to Brookshire, Texas, so I have no idea what to do in Brookshire, Texas. Other than just sit there and watch TV, I guess, right? I don't know. But yeah, I'm sorry that that's your first like experience in with this company. Is that's what you're dealing with? Like, oh, that freaking sucks. Like, that's lame sauce. That's funny. The dispatchers are pretty nice around here. They're not really that bad. There's a lot of turnover in the dispatch area, but it seems like they're okay. Like, I haven't had run into any problems with dispatchers or anything like that. So that's fun. Like, that's good. I mean, yeah, I would just keep being vocal about what's going on with your truck and whatnot, and that way you can get rolling, man. Because I feel bad for you that you're not able to roll. Like, I wish you could. I wish you would be able to roll. Is this your first trucking job, or is this, or have you been in trucking before? Like, did you come out of the school, or? As far as I'm concerned, I felt like for the first 11 months, I was about first 10 months or so, I was rolling pretty good. But this last month or so has been kind of wonky. The weeks have been kind of weird. Like, one week I'll roll really good, and the next week I won't roll almost at all. And then it'll come back the next week, and I don't know. It's been a weird month. I think it's just happening for everybody. It's been a weird month and a half as far as miles and stuff have been concerned. It's been kind of up and down. I think that just has to do with what's going on with CFI right now. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Unfortunately, you know, us as drivers, we don't have any control over the freight flow and things like that. We're just kind of subject to what's going on, and, you know, we're just kind of subject to what we're told to do and whatnot, and I guess that's how it goes right now. But for the most part, for those first 10 and a half months, I was rolling pretty good. I was getting about probably 25 to 3,000 a week. As long as I wasn't taking home time, and I was getting about 25 to 3,000 a week. That was a pretty good average for me. But lately, this last month and a half has been kind of weird. One week I'll be really good. Like I said, one week I'll be really, really good, and then the next week it'll be a lot of sitting. I don't know. It's weird. It's strange right now. Hopefully that's not how things are going to be. Hopefully they'll be able to snap out of that, but I guess only time will tell. And then with the whole Heartland Express buyout and whatnot, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. We've all been told that it has nothing to do with what happens and goes on at CFI, but find that hard to believe. But I don't know. How's it going, Medi? I think is that how you say your name? Medi? Midi. You'll get that from time to time. Obviously, I've had a couple of times where they've double booked a load on me, and like I drove all the way to the shipper just to find out that that there was another driver already there picking up the same load, and I was like, oh god. But hey, I got paid for it, so it don't matter to me. It's fine, but it's weird. You'll get wonky stuff like that from time to time. It's kind of funny actually, just to be like, yeah, you double booked me. Nice. I'm glad I got that right, Midi. So you're at Warner. You're at Werner, Midi. I believe is Werner out of Springfield, Missouri, or am I thinking of a different company that's out of Springfield? I want to say Werner's out of Springfield, right? Am I wrong about that? It's the other Missouri company in Missouri Trucking Company, I believe, but I could be wrong. Yeah, you don't want to be sitting for too long. I mean, I'll tell you that much. Like, I don't like sitting. I want to roll. I want to drive. Like, I came out here to drive. How you doing, Hubiel? Is that how you say your name, Hubiel? Hubiel, right? That's how you say your name? I'm pretty sure I got that right. Hubiel, yeah. I know that guy. Hubiel. Ah, the main one's in Omaha. Okay. Yeah, if I had to create my own trucking schedule, so like what would be ideal for me is it probably about the same thing that you said, James. I probably would want to start about 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and then cut it off at 4 or 5 p.m. just because I don't like PM. I don't like PM traffic. I think PM traffic is way worse than AM traffic. And then, of course, it's 10 times worse when the sun goes down and you have to deal with PM traffic. It's even worse. So I much rather deal with that short time in the morning where it's busy than at night. So I think about 4 or 5 a.m. start time, and then finish off by 4 or 5 would be ideal. If I could choose my own trucking schedule, I think that would be ideal for me. But it's hard to find that out here unless you go local. Unless you go and you find a local trucking job, it's hard to find those hours like that. But if you can help it, yeah. That is true. After 6 o'clock, it's slim pickings when it comes to parking. I get lucky a lot of the times, but I try to plan ahead as much as I can. I use Trucker Path to help me kind of dictate what truck stops are going to look like, and it hasn't failed me yet. What I will say though is TA. I mean, you probably already know this, James, but TA and Pilot do offer reserve parking, and you do have to pay, but CFI does reimburse you for parking. At least as of right now, they still do. I don't know if they're going to do that here pretty soon, but as of right now, CFI will reimburse you for paid parking. So if you need to find, if you're worried about getting to a late to a late stop, just reserve yourself a parking spot at a TA or a pilot and just put in your reimbursement. That way you get your money back. So Juliel, you're starting a channel. What are you gonna do on your channel, man? You're gonna do some cooking videos. You're gonna do some teaching how-tos. This is how you reach these kids. You're gonna show people how you reach these kids. I'm surprised you didn't have one. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't have one already. I mean, we all kind of have one just to be able to save things on there. So you've just been rolling on YouTube wild ass for the past couple of years, huh? You don't want to give the Google machine your information. That's probably been it, right? Like, stick it to the man. You're gonna watch YouTube without an account. I do actually. The new ones, James, the 2023s. I think even the 2020. No. Just the 2023s. I think, I don't know, I could be wrong about that, but I think the 2022s and the 2023s, I know the 2023s for sure, have come with fridges. So the new ones come with this fridge here. That's like the pull-out one. You get to see how I live. I don't have a lot of stuff in my fridge right now. But yeah, the new ones come with the pull-out fridge, and then I actually I have another fridge. So my other fridge is up here. That's that one right there. And so this is my other mini fridge that I have here. I put it up here, and I just have it plugged in to the outlet that's right here. And then when I'm driving, I just strap it down. I put the strap over there that's on the corner up there. I take that, and then I just kind of strap it right here to keep this thing from shifting. And it stays there. It works fine. This way I have two fridges, and I can stock twice the amount of things in there. So it's real nice to have two fridges in the truck right now. I know in some of the other models of trucks, like the Volvos and the I think it's the Volvos, maybe the Freightliners too, I could be wrong. But the Volvos come with, like, some of them come with the fridge that's like massive, that's like really, really big, and it's really the only fridge you need. The inverters are 1500 watt inverters. I mean, I think you know that, but based on the truck that you got. It doesn't overload it. No, I mean, it's technically, I mean, it's the only thing that I have plugged in right now to the inverter. Nothing else is plugged into the inverter right now. And these fridges, especially this one here, it only operates, like, I think I can actually see what it's operating on right now. Yeah, as of right now, I'm only using 50 watts of power on the inverter right now. And so yeah, I only have, with this fridge plugged in right now, it's only using 50. Hey Pero, how's it going? I don't know if you saw my comment, Pero. I commented back to you and I said that the winner was already announced. It was Sasquatch Garage, and he did claim the prize, so the prize has already been claimed. So yeah, it was a really good, I got a really good turnout on that giveaway. So hopefully, if we can get this thing to 2,000 subscribers, I'll do another giveaway at 2,000, maybe even multiple ones. But the one for the 1,000 has already been done, and the prize has already been claimed. So thanks for entering, Pero, but sorry you didn't win, man. Wow, James. So your inverter doesn't work either? Or do you mean Bluetooth, or do you mean headphones? I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, headphones. So, when you say cheap, what's your price range? Give me your price range. If you're saying like $10, then okay, but I can't really help you there. But what's your price range? What are you willing to spend on headphones right now? Because I'll give you a suggestion based on your price range. I'd say, whatever you do, don't buy your headphones at a truck stop. I mean, you may already know that, but don't ever buy your headsets at truck stops. They're poor quality, and it's a waste of your cash, and they mark them up like crazy at the truck stops. So I wouldn't buy it at the truck stops. Because these that I have, right, these are the ones I gave away. These right here, the JBL. These are the JBL Tune 500s, and it doesn't have like a pull-out mic or anything. The mic is basically right here. But I only paid $30 for these. You can get these on $30. You can get these for $30 on Target.com, and they're really, really good. Like, for a $30 headset, they're really, really good. I mean, these things have really good bass. I mean, I'm not getting paid by JBL, so this is just me. Like, I love these headphones, man. Like, the bass on them are great, and the bass is comparable, I would say, to Beats. I think it's pretty damn good. And then when I record things or I talk to people on the phone, they can hear me crystal clear with this thing, and I don't even need the extra little extension, So that's another reason why I absolutely love these, is because the battery life on these is like 40 hours. So when I'm out here truck driving, I probably only need to charge these like once every like 2 or 3 weeks. Like, they just last me that long. What? All right, Unhexable. How you doing, Unhexable? Glad you're here. Are you a flat earther, or is your partner a flat earther? What? That's a good one. I like that. The Earth went on a diet. That's a good one, Unhexable. I like that one. You have to jumpstart your mobile home. Jeez. But yeah, James, these headphones have been a godsend for me. I think I paid like $20 for them, because I think I caught them on a deal right before I got into trucking. I caught these on a deal for $20, and I was like, well, for $20 I can try them out. And the next thing you know, they're the best headphones I've ever had. And I don't plan, and if they ever go out on me, I'm just gonna buy another pair. I'm not gonna buy anything else, because those things, I might buy the maybe the more upgraded versions, but I mean, these things are pretty good. Like, They sound good. They're noise canceling, so like when you put them on, you can't hear anything that's going on outside. When I'm driving, obviously I'll have one ear open and one like this, just to keep, you know, one ear open. But if I'm just like jamming back here, or if I'm working out, I'll put, you know, both on, and it sounds really good. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't mind, you know, spending $30 on headphones, I would buy a pair of those. Because you won't have to buy another pair for at least another year or two if you don't want to. Ooh, 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 ooh. See, that's a little too pricey for me. I'm kind of cheap when it comes to things, and I'm always looking for a deal, or I'm always looking for some way to save money somehow where I don't have to spend money on things. So, like, yeah, $140 for a headset is way over my price range. Like, just for something that I'm gonna use to talk on the phone every now and then, kind of thing. Like, I don't need to pay that much for them. That's why I don't buy Beats. I don't buy AirPods. I don't buy things like that because they're way too damn expensive. And I'm like, for what? Just to listen to some music or talk to somebody on the phone? Like, what the hell? That's why I was like, $20 headset, boom, done. Even my backups are these little headbud things that I got. You know, I got these like 4 years, like, well, maybe not 4 years ago, but maybe like 3 years ago. I got these, and I think I bought these for like $35, and they still work, and they work just fine. I use them as backups. Yeah, I've actually thought about it. That's actually not a bad idea. Actually not a bad idea, James. I might just buy a second pair of those just to have, just for leisure, and use those, and use the ones that I have just straight up for truck driving. But I mean they're good headphones, man, and they don't take long to charge. That's the other thing too. I think within 2 hours they're fully charged. Of course, the charge kind of depends on the brick that you use too. So if you use a 5 gigahertz brick, it'll charge a lot faster, but you could run the risk of damaging the battery depending on, you know, the charge. So I would always just use a 2.4 gigahertz power brick. If you can help it, like, if I can always help it, right, I'll try to find a Dollar Tree if I'm close to it, and I'll go and get just kind of like bare necessity stuff at Dollar Tree, because a lot of the times, a lot of the stuff that comes into this truck is going to come right out in the trash pretty soon, because it's going to get beat up and stuff like that. So I'll get things like brooms and stuff at the Dollar Tree, towels, like little hand towels and stuff like that. I'll get those at the Dollar Tree, and containers and stuff, I'll get those at the Dollar Tree. I have no freaking shame. I will shop at the Dollar Tree all day, every day. That and Dollar General. Dollar General, I love Dollar General, man. Whenever I feel like not going to Walmart, or not going to like a mainstream grocery store and dealing with hundreds of people, I'll just go to Dollar General, where there's usually like 3 or 4 people in there. I mind my business, and I get my shit done. I'll gladly pay an extra 50 cents for, you know, a bag of chips or whatever, if it means I don't have to go through Walmart and deal with everybody and their mama in there, and having to dodge carts like if I was in the damn Matrix, you know. I done dropped my lid to my water, so that's not fun. Oh my god. Been here for almost an hour already. It's crazy. These things, whenever I do these things, they just go by so quick. And next thing you know, I'm on here for a freaking hour. I'm like, whew. You're in the ghetto. You're in the ghetto of Brookshire, Texas, or whatever you're in. That's funny. It's hilarious. I've been to some. I mean, you know, when you're out here and you're doing this thing, you can stop in some very like questionable areas, and I've done that quite a few times. And there's been quite a few places where I've been like, whoo, like that. I'm just gonna stay in the truck. I'm not gonna get out and do anything because I'm afraid to walk out of the truck. Like, oh my goodness. The funniest place I've ever stopped at that I found kind of funny was in El Paso. I don't know if you've been to El Paso lately or before, but right off of 10, actually, is it off of 10 or I think it might be off of 10. There's a whole part right there in El Paso, pretty much almost as you get in. There's 3 truck stops there. There's Love's, Pilot, and Petro, all right there in that little block off the highway off of 10. And without a doubt, those are always full, always busy, always crazy. And so if you get there past 4 or 5, good luck finding a spot at any one of those 3 truck stops. Now the Pilot, though, it has like a strip of a street where you can actually like park your trucks there, and you know, like, and you'll just have to kind of walk down the street to the Pilot. The funny part about that one is that if you go far enough back, you'll end up where you're parked right in front of the strip club over there in El Paso. And there was one night where I was out of hours, I didn't have any time left, and I was like, I need to park somewhere. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna park. And so I parked right there, right in front of the strip club there in El Paso, and I just walked to the Pilot to use the bathroom. I probably could have gone into the strip club to use the bathroom, but I probably would have spent money, and I didn't really feel like doing that night. So yeah, it really I've never been inside of it, but just by looking on the outside of it, I'm like, this doesn't look too appealing. It's definitely not like the Palace or anything like that. Like, it looks very very questionable looking outside. Oh, and I mean, they're probably border girls too. So you know, you got to support their you know, the American dream for them, right? I mean, that's why they came over. I believe it. I believe that is like a cartel front too. Like, it's probably run by the damn cartels for all we know. I bet you it probably is. But it was real. It was a real sketch outside. But I was like, hey, it's a place to park. And I was like, I need a park. So here we go. I'm just gonna park. And of course, you walk out of the truck, and there's like that grassy area right there by the highway, and it's full of fucking piss bottles and shit bags and all that. So it's like, no. Haven't had any lot lizards knock on the door yet. Typically, if anybody knocks on my door, I ain't answering it unless I'm at a you know, at a shipper and whatnot, because it's probably one of the employees. But I won't like answer if I'm just like like where I'm at right now, I'm at a Tractor Supply, and I know for a fact that if somebody knocked on my door right now, it's probably not an employee because they're about to close, or it might be an employee. But you know what I mean? Like if it's like midnight tonight and I get a knock on the door, I ain't answering that. Like hell no, I ain't answering that, because I know ain't nobody here. But I have heard a couple that have no shame. They're on the CB, man. The other night, where was I? God, was I in Arkansas? I was in Arkansas. Was it Prescott? Yeah, it was Prescott. It was Prescott, Arkansas. And I was parking, and it was probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And they're on the CB, man. There was one girl that was like, anybody looking for a good time tonight? Anybody looking for some love tonight? every like 10, 15 minutes, she was on that CB, man. Like, anybody looking for some love tonight? And I thought, and I was like, oh, man. I was like, she's getting it. She's getting paid, I guess. Candy cane. Man, I feel like I've heard a story about that one, but I could be wrong. I've heard some stories about some guys that have come across the CB lot lizard girls, man, that they just have no shame. And they'll just go and they'll just ask you over the radio, man, if you need something. It's like, no, I'm not willing to pay for that. I don't need to pay for that. But they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't offer it if people didn't pay for it, right? So somebody's paying for it. Everybody does, and some people are willing to pay for it. Not me, but some people are, evidently. The one thing that I hope on a somewhat serious note, though, is that I just always hope that if they are doing it right and offering it and all that, whatever, I hope they're doing it on their own free will, and I hope someone's not making them do it. You know, like, that's not good. Human trafficking is awful, and I hope that that's not the case. I completely understand people that need to make their living, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that living. That's fine. It's your life. It's your prerogative. You do what you want to do with it, as long as you're the one that's making that choice, right? Like, no one's telling you this is what you have to do. If it is, then that's not good, and that's terrible, and I hope that that's not the case for a lot of these people that do that. Yep, call the trafficking hotline, man. Truckers Against Trafficking. Like, you just never really know, right? Oh man, I need a haircut. Sorry, y'all gotta see that. You gotta see my rug on my head right now. Oh man, I need to take care of that pretty soon. That's good, James. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you that you do that, man. That's good. It's really good. It's important. Hey Kazi, how's it going, man? Good to see you or hear from you. I am in Boulder, Colorado, and it is cold. It's probably not as cold as like Wisconsin and Michigan and all that, but it's cold. How about them Cowboys, Kazi? What a game last night that was, right? Nothing like 54 points to make you feel good about your team. I was pretty happy in that fourth quarter. 33 points in the fourth quarter. Whew. Whew, that was nice. For real, Kazi, man, I was enjoying that. I'll tell you what. Very rarely, I mean, yeah, as a Cowboys fan, right? Very rarely do you get to just sit back and enjoy just like a fourth quarter, you know, like just kind of sit back and relax. Usually they have us on our toes and like our teeth clenching and sweating and everything, trying to figure out what the hell they're doing in the fourth quarter. But I took care of business last night, and that was nice. It was nice just to kick back and watch a beat down. I don't agree with a lot of things Jason Garrett says, but he was good on that one last night. What did he say? He said Cowboys by 40 points or something like that, right? Didn't he say that? They got really close. Didn't he say that? He said Cowboys by 40 points? What a troll that guy is. Jason Garrett. God. A robot, man. He's so creepy looking. He's so creepy. Like, everything just seems like very like robotic with him. He's not human. He's like Mark Zuckerberg, man. They're not from this planet. Mark Zuckerberg's an alien and he's a robot. They're playing like the best team in the NFL right now, I'll tell you that. They got the best offense in the league right now. I am from the great state of Texas, my friend, and that's where I got my CDL, because that's where I am from. And it's my understanding that you have to get your CDL from what state you hail from. So I hail from Texas, so I got my CDL in Texas. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm a Texas boy, born and bred, and will be for the rest of my life. I will gladly plant my flag in Texas for the rest of my life, but I don't know. It would have to be a pretty special state for me to move to it. I've heard Washington's a pretty good state, according to one of my friends. Apparently Seattle's really, really cool. Probably good enough to live in, maybe. That's what my friend said, at least. That's right, you will. Hope you have fun, man, over there. You get to experience wintertime in the Pacific Northwest. Hopefully it might be snowing. Hopefully you can see what it looks like to see a snowstorm up there. Although I hope there's not a snowstorm going on while you're on your plane, right? Let's hope for the snowstorm after you get off the plane. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Kazi. You've been solo since you were 16, man. It's pretty crazy. I didn't leave the nest until 22 years old, and then I went from San Antonio to College Station, and College Station was supposed to be a visit, and it turned into 10 years. College Station was supposed to be a temporary flag, and it ended up being a 10-year a 10-year stay. I enjoyed my time in College Station, though. It was where I grew out of my cocoon and grew as an adult and met so many great people there. People that would become my lifetime friends, to be honest. I'm sorry, Kazi. I was reading your comment and I was like, why would you want to get a date for your road test? I was like, why would you want to take a date on your road test? And then I was like, oh, you're trying to get an actual calendar date. I read that and I was like, why would you want to take a date like on your road test with you? That sounds like not fun, but okay, like if that's a good date idea, I guess, right? Like, hey baby, you want to I'm gonna take you out tonight. We're gonna go on my road test. I'm gonna show you how to drive this truck, babe. You're gonna be right here on my road test. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god, that was funny. Thank you for that, Kazi. I know you didn't mean to make me laugh by saying that, but thank you for that. Oh, that's funny. You can just imagine it, right? You can just imagine going to the DMV and being like, all right, I'm here to take my road test. I brought my date with me, so you don't mind that she sits over here, right? You don't mind that she sits in the passengers or back here in the back, right, while we do the road test. I told her I'd show her a good time, you know. I show her what I'm about to be doing, you know. I thought I'd bring her out on this road test. She's my confidence, you know. Is the road test? Oh, okay, Kazi. I didn't say that. But okay, I see what you're doing there, Kazi. I see what you got. Oh, man. But is the road test hard? I would say no. As long as you have prepared correctly for it, it's not. But if you're not prepared for it and you haven't been practicing or anything like that, then yeah, it is going to be hard. But if you went to school and you studied and you practiced and you took your practice seriously while you're on the practice lot, you should not have a problem passing the road test. It should be perfectly fine. James, I'm with you. I'm right there with you, man. I thought that the road test was 10 times easier than the written test. You know, like, driving is driving. You get in this truck and you drive it, and you just do it correctly. You know, stay within the lines as you're doing your backs. Everything's a piece of cake then after that. And then the road test is just you go out on the road and you drive the thing, and you drive it safe, and you don't go over the speed limit. You stay within the lines, and then you're good to go. Uh-oh. Did you have a bad experience there, James? Oh, is that the one that CFI sends Texas drivers to? Do they send them to C1 trucking? Yeah, that's kind of the little bit of the unfortunate part, Kazi, because I got really lucky. When I did mine, when I went to trucking school, my class was just me and another guy. It was me and my roommate, and that was it. And so we were the only 2 people assigned to that teacher. So we got tons of time behind the wheel because it was just us 2. It was just us 2 alternating. So I got plenty of time behind the wheel, and I was very, very grateful for that. So, but I know for some people, they'll end up in a class with like 10 people in it, and it's like, oh man, like it's not. You won't get a lot of time behind the wheel just because there's not enough time to maneuver 10 people through one truck. Oh, that's cool. I've heard that San Antonio has a couple of good truck driving schools there. I just didn't want to do them at the time because I'm from San Antonio. That's where I was born and raised, in San Antonio. But I just could not. I didn't want to pay out of pocket for truck driving school, so that's why I didn't do it in San Antonio. I just found a different route to do it, and CFI was the one that I went with just because I liked what they had to offer to me. The recruiter was really cool and helped me throughout the whole process, so that's pretty much why I went with CFI. And now, what's today's date? The 5th. So as of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, after Thursday, I'll be with the company for 1 year, and my trucking school is paid. My debt to CFI will be officially paid on Thursday. Crazy. Can't believe it's been a year already. My uncle and aunt live in Leon Valley, right there in Helotes, Leon Valley, Helotes area. They live right over there. They've lived over there for over 20 years now, I think. They have a nice little house over there in Helotes. What kind of food do I carry on the truck? Little bit of a mixed bag of things. As far as snacks are concerned, I try to keep like cereal. I keep like granola bars, crackers, little popcorn bags, like the skinny pop bags like these. I keep a lot of these. I keep a lot of these in the truck just because they're an easy snack and easy on the stomach and whatnot. So I keep a lot of that. As far as like meals and foods are concerned, I keep a loaf of bread with me at all times, sandwich stuff. I try to buy chicken to cook, but I also carry things like quick things like soups, like dry soups, like ramen and things of that sort, in case I need just something on the fly and something quick. Then I'll just I'll heat up a soup in the microwave or something. But I do try to cook as much as I can. I also have a rice cooker with me, so I'll try to cook some rice every now and then, just to have some rice. But I also have like tuna cans in here in case I need to make a quick thing of tuna. I can make tuna. But like just looking in my fridge right now, it's a little bare, but I got sandwich stuff, plenty of condiments. I'm a big condiment guy, so I always got to have condiments in my fridge. And then I buy salad kits at Walmart too. So like they have so at Walmart they sell these at grocery stores too, but I like to buy these. I think they're really nice to have. These salad kits, they come with everything you need to make a little, to make a nice little salad, and it's all prepped in this bag right here. And the greens are pretty fresh. They're not like your typical packaged greens that are like kind of nasty and terrible. Like these are actually really nice. Like I enjoy eating the crap out of these. So I carry at least two or three of these in the truck. Whenever I can go to a Walmart, I'll buy like 2 or 3 of these to keep, because these are also a good thing to just kind of quickly eat and repackage. And since it's just me in the truck, it's easy for me to I can get like at least like maybe 3 meals out of a bag. So it's pretty good, and it's, you know, not terrible for you like it is eating fried crap and fast food all the time, stuff like that. So, but and I'll keep fruits in the truck too, yogurts and fruits. So I'll try to just keep a good mix of things just to have, just because it's good to have. HEB homemade tortillas. Oh yeah. Oh man, those are so good. Can't eat too many of them though, they're bad for you, but you know, hey, I love them. Oh, that's where we're gonna disagree, Kazi. I don't like blue cheese. I've tried it a few times, and I can't get over the taste. It doesn't sit well with me. I don't know. I know why people like it, but for me, I'm just like, I can't do it, man. I've tried it a few times and I can't do it. It's about portioning, you know. I like to portion my meals. So, but what I will do, like I just did last night, I got like little chicken breast strips, and I cooked them. And what I'm gonna do with them is I'm gonna take a little bit of that salad, right? I'm gonna put that little bit of that salad in a bowl. I'm gonna take like 2 or 3 strips of chicken and cut it up, and then have me a chicken salad. So, a salad with chicken in it. So it'll help me fill it up a little bit better. Yeah, blue cheese, man. I can't do blue cheese. I can do a lot of cheeses, but blue for some reason just doesn't sit well with me. I don't know, it just doesn't. It just doesn't sit well with me. I don't like it. I don't like the taste. Oh man. But every now and then, you know, like I don't eat out of the truck all the time. Every now and then, you know, you can't help it. Like you want to eat something, right? Like different. And so if I happen to be close to like a nice restaurant or something, I'll go to a restaurant and I'll eat at a restaurant. And then sometimes, I mean, let's face it, man, sometimes you just want junk and you want trash. So you'll go eat, you know, like you'll go ahead and just hunker down and eat at a Wendy's, or eat at a McDonald's, or, you know, whatever, Taco Bell or something. Like sometimes you just want junk and you just need to get it. Just don't eat it all the time. That's the way I roll, man. Like I try to eat good most of the time and keep my my calorie intake normal, and try not to eat like garbage all the time. That's all I can say. Yeah, we all do eventually, right? As we get older, we all have to kind of watch how much grease we're intaking, because grease will just rip your internal organs apart. Every single one of them. So you have to cook with healthy oils, and you have to stay away from fried foods as much as you can. And unfortunately, I've talked about this before, but unfortunately, that's why a lot of us out here, I mean, I don't want to judge or anything, but I'm just saying a majority of us out here are really obese, like really, really bad. And I know why. It's because that's what all of these places tailor to. They tailor to quick eating, and not the healthy kind, because they know what people want, what people are going to buy. And they're going to buy the junk. They're going to buy the fried foods, the greasy foods, and that's what's mostly available out here. And that's why you see a lot of truckers out here that are just they're overweight, like really, really bad, man. And I feel bad for those guys. That's funny. That's funny, James. Texas does have an effect on your weight. Texas is notorious for having really, really great food, whether it be Mexican food, barbecue, all the foods that are terrible for you. Texas is really, really good at that. So yeah, you can gain a lot of weight in Texas. if you're not careful, you will gain a lot of weight in Texas. I'll tell you that much. It happens. Yeah, Kazi, I try to work out as much as I can out here. Sometimes it's just you're at kind of the mercy of just what your day looks like, and how much time you have, and you know, and where you're at, and if you can just do it right, you got to try to get it in when you can. But I have a set of dumbbells, 20-pound dumbbells that I have, and I just keep them in under the truck, and then or under the bed, right? And when I need them, I'll just go and pull them out, and I'll go and I'll pump some iron, and then or I'll just go for a walk, out in the truck stops or wherever I'm at. I'll go for a little walk, kind of try to get like a mile or two in, just to kind of get the cardio going a little bit. But there's so many different things you can do out here. To do that. Jump roping is perfect, actually. I actually have a jump rope with me, and whenever I get the chance, I will go out and jump rope for a little bit and get that quick cardio in. The problem right now, unfortunately, is that it is cold outside, like blistering cold in some areas, and I am not going to be outside working out in the blistering cold. So if I'm not going to be outside working out in the blistering cold, how do I do it, right? You just got to work with the space you have in here. Work with what you got in here. Try to see what you can do. That's good, James. That's exactly what I do. I'll just walk back and forth, or walk in a circle, or whatever it is, to kind of get my steps and my mileage in. Because, dude, we sit in this thing for like hours in a day. You have to move around a little bit. You can't just sit here all the time. The way I feel about it, you just can't sit here all the time. So for the past year, I've been doing OTR, the lower 48. So I've traveled just about everywhere. I think the only state that I didn't go to was Maine. Like I haven't been to Maine, and I really don't have a desire to. But other than that, I've driven through every single state in the country at this point, at least once. So that's kind of neat and kind of cool. CFI, if you go OTR CFI, the lower 48, you're gonna do a lot of the Midwest, which is Indiana, Ohio, Missouri, Nebraska. You're going to do a lot of that. They're going to have you there a lot of the time, but then they'll also, from time to time, you'll get stuck in the Northeast. They do a lot of freight in the Northeast. So Pennsylvania, so Ohio, Pennsylvania, and that kind of area, like the New York and New Jersey and Baltimore areas. You'll kind of end up in that space for a while from time to time. But they send you everywhere, but that's typically what it'll go. Hey, Tug Bear, how's it going, Tug Bear? Is that tug a bear? Is that how you say that? Tug at B at R? No, I'm just kidding. That's probably not how you say it. Tug a bear. Nice. Will you stay with CFI? That is the magic question right now, right? I'm approaching 1 year as of this upcoming Thursday, and so I'm just gonna say, after 1 year of truck driving with a clean driving record, the doors are open everywhere, right? But not every single door you go through is gonna be a beautiful room. Sometimes you'll open a door and go into a room that's full of roaches and whatnot in it. But that's the beauty of it, right? Like, you got to pick and choose what doors you want to go through, and if you don't, if you want to stay in the room you're currently in, and if you're comfortable with it, then you will. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just a lot to think about right now, a lot of choices and things to make, but that's the good thing. I have choices. And as long as you're out here and you do things safely, you'll have a lot of choices too. Good evening, Christina. Welcome to the live chat. Come on, Kazi. You gotta be smart about how you do things. You can't just do them. It's all good, man. It's all good. Let's see. I'll make sure I'm not missing any questions here. Okay, so this is kind of a double. This is going to be a double answer, because you kind of asked me this, Kazi, and Mehdi's asking me this too. Average miles on a trip. So, man, that's kind of a tough one, because the trips vary. Sometimes you will get those 1,000-mile ones where you'll go cross country for 1,000 miles. Sometimes you'll get 2,000 miles. And then sometimes you'll get a bunch of small fries. You'll get a bunch of 200, 300, 400s. And you'll have to do a bunch of those to accumulate the mileage. So it just depends. CFI does have long hauls, but you're not going to get them all the time, right? You're going to get them sometimes, and then you're not. It just depends on how the week goes. And you won't really know what you're going to be doing probably until like either the day before or the day of. Sometimes that's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. But on average, I'd say per week, probably average about 2,000 to 2,500 on average per week with CFI. That's probably, for me, I think that's about a good average. I think 2,000 to 2,500 a week. If the loads are good, then I can get 3,000 pretty easy. But the load board has got to be really, really good that week for me to hit 3,000. Come on, Craig. Damn. How you gonna get fired on your day off? Said they caught me on camera stealing boxes. Oh my god. Christina, you asked me, do I like driving on the East or the West Coast more? God, that is a great question, Christina, because they both suck. I would say, man, that's a tough question. I don't like the West Coast because of the speed regulations on the West Coast, because you can only go 30, 40, 55 through California. Once you get out of California, though, when you're in Oregon and Washington, it's not so bad. But but California is just so bad. Like, I don't like California. I don't like driving through California on a truck. It's not good. But then on the East Coast, on the flip side of things, New York sucks. Baltimore sucks. It's full of mountains and uphill and downhills. But North Carolina, South Carolina are typically okay. I don't have a problem with those states. Those are fine. So, man, I guess the East Coast, I guess. If I had to choose between the East Coast or the West Coast, I'd choose the East Coast. I'd take the lesser of the two evils, I guess, right? I want to try to avoid snow your first year. Kazi, if you can avoid snow your first year, I would say yes. I would say do that, because I didn't. My first week out with my trainer, we hit a huge snowstorm in going through Montana, and that was quite the experience for the first time driving this truck. Was going through a snowstorm in Montana. I got baptized in snow driving those first 3 weeks that I was with my trainer. Very grateful for it because it taught me how to drive in snow with somebody sitting next to me. But still, like, whew, man, very, very dangerous. Let me see. Man, we got some chats going on here. Oh man, hey Chad, how's it going, man? I've been watching your videos as you're starting, man. I can't wait to see how your journey ends up, man. But yeah, make sure you get that sleep, man. You got to get up early for school. I don't know if you're still on here, Chad, or if you already got off, but have you eaten at the cafeteria yet? What do you think about that? Let's see, it's home time. Home time. Home time's it's like you just said. It's one. What the? That's kind of a random comment. Kirsty Alley or Christy Alley? Kirsty Alley. Okay, we're gonna pause for a minute because I need to see about this. Kirsty Alley. I'm assuming that's who you meant. She passed away? Let's verify that. Let's go to TMZ. I'm gonna go to TMZ right here on my iPad. TMZ is the best source for news, and you can't argue with me on that. Christy Alley dead at 71 after private cancer battle. Wow, yeah, TMZ is reporting. Interesting. Wow. Well, man, I didn't even know she was 71. That's surprising. I knew she was on the older side, but I didn't think she was 71. Wow. So it sucks, but at least she had a good amount of life, right? Like, you hate to see these people that pass away at like 50 and whatnot. So I feel bad for her family. Yeah, like prayers to her family. Wait, what? When did this happen? What? Irene Cara died? She died like a week or two ago almost. Irene Cara is the singer that from Flashdance. She did What a Feeling, man. Like, That's a good jam. And Fame. Fame and What a Feeling are great jams. I didn't know she passed away. Wow, I missed that one. Huh. Well, prayers up to her family too. She died at 63. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, she passed away at 63. Telling you, now we're going down the rabbit hole on TMZ. Now we're gonna see what. But yeah, it sucks for Kirstie Alley, man. I know for a while there, people were. I did see that one. God, what was her name? She was. I can't remember her name, but yeah, I did see. That she passed away too. She was up there in age too, from what I know. Yeah, that one, man. Jason David Frank passing away was really, really sad for me, because that's what I grew up on as a kid, and that guy was like my guy growing up. I watched all of the show, and then followed his life after the show and stuff as I grew up. And I mean, I'm as you can't already tell, right? Like, if you couldn't already tell, I'm a huge Power Rangers fan, and that guy is and will always be the face of Power Rangers. And so it was really, really sad to see him pass away, and just the way it happened and everything. Don't want to get too much on a tangent on it, but if you or anybody you know ever needs, ever feels like they need any help or someone to talk to, make sure that they know about things like the suicide hotline and stuff like that, man. There's always somebody to talk to, and hopefully not have to go down a path that leads you to doing something like that, man. Well, that's unfortunate. That's the unfortunate part. YouTube original is, people die every day. It's a part of life, and the only thing you can do with yours is enjoy it. Enjoy life as it is right now. Every day you wake up is another day to do something cool and great with your life, and live it. Don't hide in a shell. Go and do things that take you outside of your box and make something good out of life, because we don't know how long we're going to be here. And instead of worrying about how long we're going to be here, just enjoy every day and the time that you have. Do the things that you want to do the things that you've been thinking about. Just go and do them. Have fun, enjoy it. Well, that's also true. YouTube original. You're throwing out these really, really serious things out here. You come in here with the Kirstie Alley death, and now you're spitting some really, really serious stuff, man. We're gonna have to have a TED talk about this now, I guess, right? Heavy stuff all of a sudden here, man. But yeah, have fun, man. Live your life. Do what you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Just go out there and make it happen. That's what I'm doing right here. That's why I decided to do this. Making life happen, making my dreams come true every day. That's my goal, That's why I'm out here doing what I do. The world may have a hard time dealing with real life, but I don't. I live my life to the fullest. I have fun. I enjoy it. I try to keep the outside world from affecting me, but I understand things happen out there, and you do have to keep yourself. You can't just be ignorant to them, but live your life how you want to live it. Have fun. enjoy everything that life has to give you. That's all I can say, because that's how I live mine, man. I enjoy it so very much. I enjoy coming on here and talking with y'all, man. Like, that's something that I enjoy doing, or I wouldn't be doing this, right? And I enjoy it. I have fun, you know. James, on that note, anybody that's in trucking, I would always suggest doing something like that. Start a YouTube channel. Because if anything, it's always a way for you to look back and see where you came from and how things and how you did, right? That, to me, like, having a video, like, I think about it like this, right? I appreciate everything that y'all guys say about my channel, and how if I help you in any way, that's exactly what I wanted to get out of this channel when I started doing it. So I really do appreciate all the kind comments and everything that you all have to say all the time. And I did it to be very informative and whatnot, and kind of pay it forward to the guys that have done this before me, the guys and girls that have done this before me. And so YouTube original, you go from Christianity and life and being and whatnot to just getting naked. Okay, man, let's all get naked, I guess. I'm not gonna do that right now, but if you want to, go ahead, man. Live your life, have fun. Oh my God, that's funny. I like that. I like the synergy in here, man. Oh wow, Kazi, you can't see it, Kazi, but your comment is being held, and so is yours, James. I have to actually like open them up. That's funny. Watch. So let me so see how show and show, and now we can see your comments that say get naked, and so our hard asses outdoors. Oh my God. See, the only reason I wouldn't want to go to a nudist resort is because everyone might not look good, and I don't really want to see ugly looking naked people. I hope that doesn't make me vain, but I don't want to see nasty looking people naked, you know, like that's not what I'm into. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't want to do that, because I have a feeling I'd see some things that I wouldn't ever be able to get out of my mind, and that would just make the experience not great. Thanks, YouTube Original. I appreciate you giving me that shout out, man. I just try to do what I do out here, and try to make it fun and make it informational, and just try to be me for the most part. I don't try to deviate from anything different, you know. Don't do the worm at the don't eat the worm. Don't drink the worm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Man, I don't even remember. I was talking about something, and then that getting naked comment just kind of threw me for a loop. I would agree with that, YouTube Original. That's correct. Oh, I was talking about YouTube channels. That's right. I remember now. Yeah, James, it's really easy to start one up. You already have an account with YouTube. So all you got to do is just get a camera, record, and upload your videos, man. That's all I can say. And if you have a phone that has a good camera, you can start right there. Just record something and then upload it to YouTube, and then you're good to go, man. And then you just go from there. You just build it. And if you really want to get into it, like if you really want to get super technical and things like that, then you can you can get a laptop, and you can edit, get editing software, and you can edit your videos and stuff. But there's a lot of people that I know that all they do is just record on their phone, and they just upload their stuff, and they don't really do any editing or anything like that. It's all about what you want to do. It's all about what you want to get out of your channel and how you want to present it and stuff like that. If all you want to do is just record what you're doing, then just record what you're doing and post it out there, man. That's all I can say. You never know what can happen. You might just take off. You might end up with more subscribers than me. I don't know, right? Never know. Just never really know until you try it, man. That's all I can say. I'm going through some of the comments here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I don't think I've missed very much anything else here. Never stopped at Peterbilt nearest truck stop. There's a nudist truck stop in Palm Springs, California? No way. There's no way there's a nudist truck stop in California. There's no way. I don't believe it. Because if it exists, then that, oh my God, the things you probably see at that place are probably like, you'll have to quit trucking after you go to that truck stop, I think. I don't think you'll want to be a truck driver anymore. James, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We'll stop talking about naked bodies, okay? Sorry about that, James. I mean, I don't know how to rate it, because this is the only, this is the only trucking job I've ever had, so it's the only ELD I've ever used. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I like it. It works for me. I can't compare it to others because I haven't used any other ones, so I couldn't tell you if like how it compares to others. But I mean, I think you have OmniTracks, right? I have OmniTrack. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I don't have any problems using it. I think it works pretty. I think it's pretty user, or at least for me, I feel like it's really user friendly, and it's not very hard to use, I think. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't have anything to compare it to, so I don't know. But I think it works just fine. I don't know. It works for me. I didn't used to like the GPS on it, but they've done a lot of updates over the past year on it, and it works pretty well now. It didn't used to, but now it's pretty good, pretty accurate for the most part. It matches up pretty well to Garmin and Trucker Path, so it's pretty good. I think they did a lot of good adjustments and updates to it. So okay, YouTube. All right, that's cool. Yes, you can, Medi. You can use PC. CFI allows you per day 50 miles of PC and an hour per day. So yeah, so PC is 50 miles per day, or and an hour per day, and you can't use PC time until you're done with your day. So if you're in the middle of work, I don't believe that you can use PC time for anything. You also can't use PC time to advance your load or get to a load. You can only use PC time to go somewhere you want to go when you're off the clock. It really isn't, because most things that you need are within a 50-mile radius of where you usually are stopped at when you end the day. So if you need to go to a Walmart or something like that, that's typically the only time I ever use PC, is when I need to go to a grocery store. So I'll PC from a truck stop to Walmart or wherever, and there's usually a Walmart within a 50-mile radius of where I'm at, so it's really easy to use PC time to do that. If I have a loaded trailer with me at a truck stop, what I'll do, as you can actually see, there's a video on my channel of it, is I have a kingpin lock, and I'll put the kingpin lock on the kingpin of the trailer, and then I'll go bobtail where I need to go and then come back. This way nobody can hook up to my trailer and steal it or take it. So get yourself a kingpin lock. If you haven't bought one already, buy yourself a kingpin lock. You can buy them on Amazon and stuff if you want, but if you want to buy them at the truck stop, they're like $20-30 for a kingpin lock. It's not too bad. The one that I bought it at a Pilot. I think I paid like $30 for it. It's really good. It works well. You will bang into that thing. You won't be able to hook up. That's kind of lame. That's lame sauce, to be honest. If your company doesn't offer you PC time, that's kind of lame, because I mean, you need to be able to go to things like a grocery store and stuff like that, and you can't do it on your work time. So when do you have time to do it? Hey, Fabulous Dragon. I'm saying your name as it's typed. Fabulous Dragon? Hi. Hi. I'm only going to say hi one more time if you ask me to, Fabulous Dragon. Hi. Oh, that's actually pretty good then, Medi. Yeah. Now, Fabulous. If you're going to want me to just say what you want me to say, you're going to have to pay me some money at some point, because I'm not going to say everything you want me to say for free. But I'll give you one more, so I will say duck. I don't know what you want me to say duck for, but I'll say it. Anything else you want me to say, Fabulous, you're gonna have to pay me some money. Then I'll say it. That's cool, Fabulous. I don't mind being an old man. That's okay. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, man. You have to do a lot to hurt my feelings, Fabulous. And if that's what you're gonna aim for, then I don't know. Maybe do something else with your life. I don't know. But hey. Now you want a shout out? Oh man. Jeez. Okay, Fabulous. That's cool, man. You do you, buddy. Whatever makes you feel good. Oh yeah, it's okay. You know. It's alright. It's all good. I mean, there's a beautiful thing called the block button, in case I really need to use it. I usually don't like to, but if I need to, I will. So It's the beauty of having control, you know. Nice little button here that I can press if I need to. I don't want to do it to you, man. I don't. But if I need to, I will. Coming to your house. Okay. It wouldn't be the first time that somebody has told me that they were going to come to my house. Let me just say that. And I invited them, you know, and they never came, so just saying. Okay, fabulous. I appreciate you saying you were kidding. See, that's why I didn't just go and say, you know what, I'm blocking you right now. I want to give you a chance, man. I want to give you a chance to engage in conversation with us here, man. We're just all good truck drivers here having a good time, man. That's all we're doing. It's okay, fabulous. It's all right. So I gave you a chance, man. Let me look outside real quick. Maybe he is, right? You never know, right? You found me, huh? Oh, I believe it, James. I'm not gonna come to your house uninvited, man. Bye, fabulous. Good seeing you. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good night, man. Oh man, I ate some hot fries earlier, so I had dragon breath then. Yeah, for real. I love hot fries. I love them a little too damn much. So what time is it? Well, no, it's not too late. Yeah, it's by Flow Rider, right? Welcome to my house. Something, something, my house. That's about all I know. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Yeah, that's gross. Eat some Taco Bell, and you definitely will get some dragon breath down there. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the night. I don't got. I'm here at the receiver, and so I got nowhere else to be until the morning. So I'm just gonna be here waiting. As soon as we get off this chat, I'm gonna fix me up a salad and then call it a night. So I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. We'll probably do this for another maybe 20 minutes or so, and then I'll call it a night. This has been a good one. I've had a lot of fun tonight. A little mixed bag of everything tonight. It's kind of interesting. Can't say I've ever had anybody just come in and start talking about celebrity deaths, nakedness, somebody threatening to come to my house, and then just general trucking talk. So this has been the most interesting live chat that I've ever done. Hey Roy, how's it going, man? I'll be glad to answer your question. Let me read it here real quick. What seems to be your favorite stretch of interstate to drive? I drove until last year. Oh, dude. Yeah, I-70 Colorado to Utah is so beautiful, especially right now during the months of December, January, and February. Snow everywhere, everything, as long as the roads are clean. But man, it is really, really beautiful on I-70. Let's see. Let me think about that for a minute. I do like I-70 going through the west. It's really, really nice. I-10 going westbound is really, really nice. Yeah, during the windstorms it's not great, but in clear, nice conditions, it's beautiful. Man, I don't I don't like doing it all the time, but I-80 going east through Pennsylvania is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, but it's a pain, and it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass, but it's beautiful. God, it's beautiful, but it's a pain in the ass. Here we go again, YouTube. I love your randomness. I love the randomness, I gotta admit. I just love how you just derail the trucking talk and just throw a random thing out there. I love it. I love it. I enjoy it. The snow is really beautiful on the Rockies, and Nebraska is really beautiful too. It's really, really nice. Wyoming is really nice in the in going northbound, north and southbound in Wyoming is very, very nice and beautiful. Going east to west in Wyoming isn't, but north to south is. Uh-oh. I think, Mehdi, you asked me a question. I'm sorry. Let me make sure I get back to you. You have now better and smoother than the one you had. What about the engine? Is it powerful? Mehdi, quickest thing I can say on that is it's immaculate. It's a beautiful truck in comparison to the last generation. It does lack a little bit of the power, but not too much. But it is a little bit noticeable, but not too much. It runs really, really smooth though. I feel like I'm driving a pickup truck, so it's really, really nice from that aspect of things. Backing up this thing, backing up this thing is so nice and easy and smooth. I like it. I enjoy it. Oh my God, I love Yellowstone Park. I've only been there one time, but I absolutely love Yellowstone, man. God, it's so beautiful and immaculate out there, man. God. That is very true, YouTube. It really does. Serotonin is really, really good for your body. And laughing can give you a nice little serotonin dump. Thank you, Mehdi. Thank you for being here with us tonight, man. Anything else you have to ask me, just ask me, man. I'm an open book. I've always wanted to go snowboarding or at least skiing. I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to do it, but I feel like I should do it at least once. Try it, right? If I follow my ass, I follow my ass. It is what it is. Same, James. Same, man. Like I didn't want to leave Yellowstone when I went. It's so beautiful. So nice, man. And then I went I went to the top where you go to see Old Faithful, and that was really cool. I mean, Old Faithful, it's just a geyser, right? But it was really cool, and it was snowing a lot that day, so it was just really, really beautiful all around. Like I enjoyed my time there at Yellowstone, and I wouldn't mind going back again someday to go and see. It was pretty freaking cold when I went that day, but it was really, really beautiful. We almost got stuck up on the mountain because a snowstorm was coming in, a blizzard, but we just happened to leave right after Old Faithful. We just wanted to go and see Old Faithful like gush out, right? As soon as it did that, we were like, all right, we got to go now, or we're gonna get stuck here in this little that little place that they got there at Old Faithful. And I was like, oh, we don't want to do that now, so we left real quick, but it was nice. That's cool, Fabulous. I'm glad your dad drives, or your friend's dad drives a truck. Kudos to him, man. Kudos to all truck drivers out there, man. I love you guys. Oh, I could imagine how a solar eclipse would look out in Yellowstone, man. It probably looks amazing. I've heard Yellowstone is a good show. My parents were actually watching it. I haven't started it, but I'm probably going to here pretty soon. And but I've heard nothing but good things about the show. I've heard it's amazing, so I'll probably check it out here pretty soon. Oh man, jeez, that sucks, James. Thank you, YouTube original. We try to do our best out here, man. I try to do my best to get these loads where I need to get them to, and yeah, just try to do my best out here, man. I appreciate the love. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I am pretty hungry. That's why I'm gonna get off here in a minute and eat, because I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I don't want to eat in front of y'all. That's rude. I don't think you want to watch me eat either. Which speaking of randomness, I'm gonna go random on you, YouTube, and I want to say, why do people like watching other people eat food? Can I ask that question to y'all? A lot of people like to watch people that eat food on YouTube, like people that do mukbangs and stuff like that, and I'm just like, why do you want to sit there and just watch somebody eat food? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why people like to watch people eat food. Now I will admit this, right? There was one guy that I was watching, but I was watching just because it was just blowing my mind that he was able to eat that much food. Matt Stoney on YouTube, like the profession. He's like, I guess you can call him a professional, like competitive eater. That dude is he's smaller than me. He's so tiny, but he can consume so much food. It's insane how much he can put into his stomach. I don't know how he does it, but that's about the only guy that I watched, because it was just kind of like you wanted to see if he could if he could eat, 15 or 20 Big Mac meals or whatever and whatnot. But that's about the only guy that I ever watched was Matt Stoney, just because I was just impressed by how much he could eat. I was like, I don't know how he could do it. It's like watching the hot dog eating contest every year. Like Kobayashi and what's the Joey Chestnut. Like, just watching that, like that was kind of cool and whatnot. But yeah. Other than that, like I don't understand the mukbang craze and why people like to watch people just sit there and eat food. Like if I had a bowl of soup in front of me, would you want to watch me like eat it like this and just watch me eat it without any kind of like commentary? Just eat it, That's weird. I don't know. People are into weird things, and so it is what it is, right? You go get your Wendy's, Kazi, man. Get the 4 for $4, man. Don't waste your money on anything else. 4 for $4. You buy anything else other than the 4 for $4, you're wasting your money. God, yeah, you too. I'll tell you this, YouTube. I like getting naked too, man. But yeah, I'm not gonna get naked and go through the McDonald's drive-thru with the truck and a trailer, not caring about the damage. You're a trip, YouTube. Oh my God, I like it. Roy, I kind of went into this earlier in the chat, but I don't mind doing it again. Normally when I'm out here, I have 2 fridges, right? I told people earlier, I got one here, right? That's one fridge here. It's a pull-out here, pull-out fridge there. And then I got one up there up top. You can see it right there. And so I have 2 fridges, so I try to keep the thing stocked with as much food as I can. I like to keep chicken breast. I like to cook chicken breast. I like to keep sandwich stuff in here. I'm a big condiments guy, so I'll keep a bunch of condiments in here. I keep things like ramen and soups like that, just to have quick eats if I need them and I don't have anything. And then I like to do I like to have salad kits in here. So I'll show it one more time, but I like to buy these salad kits at Walmart. I buy like 2 or 3 of these salad kits, and that's a quick little thing I can put together where I don't have to, I don't have to cut the veggies or anything like that. It's already pre-prepped in here, and the ingredients are pretty fresh and they taste pretty good. So that's why I don't mind spending the $3 that they cost to put them in here. I also keep fruits. In my in the fridge as well. So I'll keep fruits. I have some eggs in here right now. I have a whole thing of chicken breast that I just cooked yesterday in the fridge. So I'll keep yogurts too. Yogurts is another thing that I keep in the fridge too, just to eat, to have something to eat. And I try my best. This is what I do, right? This is the best way I can tell you, Roy. About 5 to 6 days a week, I'll try to eat out of the truck. So, I'll try to eat out of the truck, right? I'll eat the food that I have in the truck, and I'll try to stay somewhat clean, right? Somewhat. And then maybe one day out of the week, probably usually on a weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday, I'll say, you know what, it's a cheat day kind of thing, and I'll go to a restaurant or I'll go to a fast food place and I'll just eat there. And I'll just do that stuff, because let's face it, at the end of the day, sometimes you just feel like eating junk, and it's okay if you do it sometimes. Just don't do it all the time, But it's okay to eat junk sometimes. It's all right. Not bad for you, as long as you don't do it in excess. Are there certain things you avoid cooking because it smells like the truck too much? Not really. I guess fish would be one that, if you don't mind fish smell, if you're gonna cook a lot of fish in the truck, it will stink. It will smell like fish for a little while. But that's about the extent. Everything else doesn't really smell that much. Or if you don't let's just say you're sensitive to things like onions and stuff, maybe don't cook onions in the truck, because that will also stick. That smell will also stick in the truck. But if you don't mind those kinds of things, then it typically won't stay in here. The airflow in here is so constant that any kind of smells will usually filter out pretty quickly. Oh, really? Is Tom Brady come on a freaking Tom Brady? Dude, that guy's gonna play till he's like 50. Watch. That guy's gonna play till he's like 50, man. James, that's a question that you asked me. I usually stay out here probably, let's just say 3 to 5 weeks at a time. 3 to 5 weeks at a time is usually what I'll stay out here. The longest that I've ever stayed out here was probably like 7 weeks before I went home. And that was because I wanted to accumulate the home time so that I could go home and do like a 10-day vacation kind of thing. That's the reason why I stayed out for 7 weeks that one time. The game's already gonna be over? Oh, I forget that I'm in Mountain Time right now. So it's only 9 o'clock where I'm at, but it's 10 o'clock Central Time and 11 o'clock. Yeah, so the game's about to be over. That's right. I was just looking at the time and I was like, how can the game be over? It's only 9 o'clock. I was like, oh, well, 9 o'clock for me. Oh God, of course. That guy, man. I'm telling you. What are they right now? They're 5-7 right now. They're probably going to be 6-7 after this win. They got the worst record of any of the playoff teams in the NFC. But I don't want to play Tom Brady. I just don't. I'd rather play any of the other 6 teams, but I don't want to play Tom Brady in the playoffs. I just don't. That guy just finds a way to win. Even when his teams are bad, I don't know. It's weird. It's crazy how that guy does, man. Oh, that's neat that you're in Tampa. Do people really like the Bucks over there, or do they just like them because Tom Brady's on the team now? Be honest, right? Like, were people like Bucks fans before Tom Brady went to the Bucks? I mean, he won them a Super Bowl, so I guess yeah, but I would rather play Brady. Brady Bunch was a good show, and the good movies too. The remakes that were the movies I enjoyed them. 8 seconds left in the 7-yard line. Oh jeez. Let's see. Let's go real quick. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go follow along with you here real quick. What are they playing on? ESPN, right? Monday Night Football. Let's do. I can't do a play-by-play because YouTube gets mad at that kind of stuff, but I can at least react to it. I'm just gonna turn the volume all the way down because YouTube doesn't like that. But let's see. Original Floridians have been here a long time. Bucks do have a rocky history. A lot of transplants from the Northeast. I would think so. Yeah. I mean, when a team wins the Super Bowl, especially when it's Tom Brady, they're gonna jump on the bandwagon. All right. So 8 seconds left. That's where I'm at. I can see it right here. Let's see. See what happens. Let's see what Tom does. Wow. Yep. That's about right. Mm-hmm. Wow. Crazy. That's about right. Yep. And there's Andy Dalton and the Saints. They go down. That's actually kind of crazy looking at that. Wow. So if the Saints would have won this game, they would have only been 1 game behind Tampa for the division. Tampa's not losing that division though. They're gonna win this division. It's gotta make the kick though, right? Ah, easy money. Oh, wait. There's a flag I saw. That's gonna be offsides, right? You think? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's game. Yeah, that's game. Gonna be a defensive penalty. Oh, so that was after the play. Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. Wow, that's... Oh, my God. This guy, Tom Brady, man. He just always finds a way to make it happen. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't want to play the... I don't want to play the Bucks in the playoffs, man. I don't know. They're about to be 6-6. But I wouldn't let their record deceive you, man. As long as Tom Brady's on that field, it's dangerous. Easy money, man. Wow. That guy's doing it at what, 43? What is he, 42, 43 years old? It's crazy, man. It's insane. I mean, come on, right? The guy chose football over his Victoria's Secret wife. That's crazy. That tells you what kind of what dedication that guy has to football, right? Like that guy cost himself a marriage so that he could play football, man. Guy's insane, man. The guy's crazy. I think I would too. I hope that they find a way to beat. I hope that they play San Francisco, but San Francisco is going to have to fall to a worse record than Tampa, and I don't think that's going to happen. Although it could, because they did just lose Jimmy Garoppolo, so there's a chance that the Seahawks might end up winning that division, and they end up in that spot. So, should be fun. Should be a fun stretch for the end of the year, right, for football. But hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. It's getting kind of long in the day, and I'm hungry. And I want to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off and get some food in me, and then get some sleep and get back to it. I got 2 drops to do tomorrow, so that should be fun. But I'm gonna get back at it, man. Bye, Fabulous. I agree with that, Roy. They should be supporting no matter what. But hey, everybody sees things differently, so that's how it goes, man. But all right, guys, thanks for joining me here. Really appreciate y'all as always. We'll do this again here soon. Hopefully, maybe next week I'll set one up, and we'll do this again. Fabulous. I'm gonna let you imagine how old I am. I'm not gonna tell you. Or you know what? Give me $20 and I'll tell you how old I am. But if you're not, you're gonna have to guess. YouTube original. The next time we do one of these, I want you to be here, man, because I love your randomness. I love your randomness. So next time we do one of these, you show up, man. I love your laughter. You made me laugh tonight. You're a funny guy. Yeah, you're right, Avery. We're all 17 at heart. You're right, Chili Dog. I'm 42. You're right, Fabulous. I'm 46. You're right, James. I am 3. And you're right, Fiche J. Herhuff. Thanks. I think it's pretty cute too. You guys crack me up, man. You guys make me laugh. I'll say that. I'm whatever age y'all want me to be. That's what I'll keep it at. I think I did, Chili Dog, but hey, if you don't remember, I don't have to say it again. All right, Fabulous. I'm not answering any more questions. I'm out, guys. I'm done. Thank you all so much. We'll see you again for the next one, okay? You have a good night. Stay safe out there and stay warm. Stay warm. Like it, James. Good night. Uh-oh. How do I get off of this thing? I got it. Good night, guys.